Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Lighting Your Sunshine, where we like to shine a light within and empower ourselves. So let's just hop in and see what the reading is today. That one came out quick. What is it? It says, it's your choice to make life easy or difficult, so choose to live with gratitude, loyalty, and commitment. So from that, let me see again one more time. Gratitude, loyalty, and commitment. I'm getting more, they're showing me the in between the gratitude and the loyalty. So let's hold on to that thought and maybe it will tie back in. So there's one down there. They all kind of fly out like a butterfly, which I think is fun because look, there's a butterfly. And sometimes when you shuffle the cards, they go like, I don't know, these ones are graceful. So from the gratitude to the loyalty. So when I think of loyalty, it's solid. That's what they're showing me. Getting a little bit of feeling here on my elbow, just my elbow. So that's weird. Let's see what that, all I see them going is like, loyalty. So let's see. I feel like there's kind of like a little bit of a nudging in the ribs. That's what I'm feeling. And so there is one more deck. Let's just do that one. This one, I just need one card. So this is the Crystal Spirits Oracle. And which spirit are we tapping into? Okay, so we got the black tourmaline. Okay, so when I was shuffling, oh, okay, that makes sense. It didn't make sense, but now it makes sense. Do you see that there's like a little face in there? And then so when you get really, really close to it, it turns more into that amber color. And then so when I was shuffling, all I heard, I saw the color or I heard the word amber. I can't quite remember. And then I heard adventuring, and adventuring is green, and that didn't make sense. And so when I flip it over and it's black tourmaline, I misheard adventuring tourmaline. So we'll let that be a little bit flexible. That makes sense. But now I'm seeing the actual amber, the coloring in the inside. So let's go into the golden glow. So they're bringing me to loyalty and puppy dog energy. Because how do you not think of a dog and not associate loyalty to them? Dogs are so loyal. They've got your back, right? As soon as you leave the house, they just wait around until you come back because you are you're their son. They're everything. And they're just so excited every time you come home. But sometimes with loyalty, you need to know what you're loyal about, right? You can't just go around giving loyalty falsely. And so I'm being drawn to gratitude. And with gratitude, fine-tuning your mind so that you can take a complaint, right? We look around us and there's so many things we don't like, and we can complain and we can try and, create more friction. I'm seeing just kind of ruffle feathers and cause more friction and see how that will shake things up. But they're not saying to shake things up. They're saying lately to stir things, right? To blend, to contribute what you have in a more harmonious manner. And so to go from the complaining is easiest to get out of with gratitude. That helps you change your mindset. And so when we are manifesting, try to, right, most of the times that we're in a situation we just want out of, and those are the only times we think of to start working with our guides or to hoping or wishing. But it's an everyday thing. And it's even stopping it before you get to that negative complaining, because they're saying there's just way too many people complaining about nothing. They say that these complaints are so trivial that it's just their natural emotional reset to go to. It's like, why do I have to do that kind of entitlement is what they're saying. But these little things and these little tasks that, are just part of the day that we need to do, we need to shift that to gratitude, they say. Because now, with all these complaining people, we're going to go back to loyalty. And with that blind faith and blind trust, if this is who you're loyal to, is someone who just doesn't have the best, I don't quite know the correct word. It's not like best interests at heart. It's just that's their defaults. That's their frequency. They are a suckhole. That's all I'm gonna say. It's like every time you go near them, they just drain you because they don't want to do the work to empower themselves, right? When you manifest, you add the solution at the end. That's what I was trying to say earlier. Add the solution to the end so that at least that, right? You work your way backwards kind of thing. That is in there from the 5D to here, as above, so below, within, without. It's really empowering yourselves to go from complaining to gratitude. And then now that you have this gratitude because you're on a higher, more solid, remember they said solid frequency, now you've got that loyalty. Because I am seeing a dog again, coming back to the dog, and the dog is all about loyalty, but depending on who you're loyal to is kind of how a dog's circumstances is shaped. They're so blindly loyal that if they trust the wrong person, they start to allow crummy situations to become the norm, right? I think after a while, the more and more you keep doing something that is not worthy of having that loyalty, now we're coming into this protection with the black tourmaline. Black tourmaline, that's where I saw the root. Root is now, you can shake up the root, they say. Oh man, we would love for you to go and just shake up the root, the root of things. But everything else, right? Shake up that safety, that fear, let that go. Because that is the beginning that stops everything from going up and being able to swirl and blend. And sometimes that one has to be a little bit radical, but it's really your degree of where you want that to fall on the line. Some people are very intense people and they just love to have a challenge. And some people need a softer, more gentler journey. But as long as keep progressing, they say. So black tourmaline, anything about the protection they're saying? When I saw, I just didn't explain this part. There's two parts I'm seeing. The golden light within and then the dogs. Yeah, because I saw the dog, I associated the dog to the black tourmaline because there are some water rocks that you can put in your dog's water that like changes the pH balance. And so when they drink it, their urine isn't as potent and so it won't kill your grass as much. So that's how I got the dog in here and how I tied that into the loyalty. And dogs' loyalty, protection, needing to have that trust in the right allies or, yeah, and you know who's worthy of that because you are not complaining. If you're a complainer, that's who you're going to attract in. So your vibe is your tribe. And so if you see outside you people that don't resonate on the same frequency as you, it is for you to do a little bit more inner work then. Because there is this, are we even going to get to these? I could just talk forever. There is this place where La La Land, we'll say. I hate La La Land, that movie. You know it really struck a chord or got to you when you go to bed, right? They say, go to bed, let things go. And in the morning, it's a brand new, fresh day. Well, I watched La La Land. It pissed me off so much. I went to bed. I woke up the next day, super fucking pissed off. I am so mad at La La Land still, and it's been so many years. But here's why I'm mad. I don't think you should have to choose between love and career. And that kind of was the thing. they both loved each other, but they both had to follow their own career, and then they ended up with others or solo or whatever. But I guess at the end, when I saw her and she was with the other guy and happy, they kind of made it seem like she wasn't quite happy, that it was almost like that just kind of settled into the dream, and it was just okay. And I guess from that it was like, why can't you have everything, right? Your cake and eat it too. And so if that person from the past wasn't willing to evolve and grow into the same path as you, let them go. But if the person at the current, if you don't find that they have that same spark and that whatever of the past, I don't feel like that's your final stop. I think that's what pissed me off, is like, I don't feel like that's your final stop. Because I do think that there is a person or a connection where you can have that blind loyalty, where it is a more positive, non-abusive relationship, right? You can be that open-hearted puppy, right? We're all scared of falling in love and puppy love and things like that, and that with good reason, right? We trusted people that we just shouldn't have like gone and give our hearts to so freely. So now we've got guards and we've got all these things. So now we're bringing this protection. Now they want to bring it back to the golden light within. I am seeing it more out of solar plexus. What do you want to share about that? The gold, gratitude. The gold and gratitude go together. That's all they want to say. But let's get to the other cards, because we're already at like 12 minutes almost, and we got 2 more cards. I don't even know what they are, but looking at it, there is a lot of yellow. I didn't even look at these before. Blue and yellow, we'll say. Okay, so again, we'll go back to the butterfly. It says, it's your choice to make life easy or difficult, so choose to live with gratitude, loyalty, and commitment. Hey, I didn't even tie in that and commitment part of the card, but that kind of wrapped up later, where it was like, you should be in partnerships that you don't have to choose. It's not this or that. And that's what I think with duality, not this or that. It could be something else. And I do think that if you're doing the inner work and you are shifting that frequency from complaining to gratitude, right? Because if you stay in that second one, that second scene where you're like, it's just okay, and you're always looking at the past or the future, that's not fair. That's not fair to anyone. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to your partner. I don't feel like that's a very loyal foundation if you're always looking somewhere else. And so maybe a lot of people, no, my guys are saying a lot of people do settle, and it's for so many different reasons that you can't quite say why. It could be for money and security and stability reasons, or it could be they thought that they were this way but they didn't take time to get to know them, or it could have been like an arranged marriage, or I don't know, things happen and it's not for us. Right? So if you're in this and you're looking other places, where are you? Are you at that stop where you are at that gratitude and loyalty, and you are now waiting for the commitment to come in? Because if so, then just continue to wait and bask in that golden energy, right? Keep growing, keep evolving. Let's get into the cards, or else I'll keep talking. It says quit obsessing. It says quit obsessing about whether you're good enough mother, father, or any other family member. If your motive is pure, God knows your heart. And then the next one says, there is no wrong you can do that God won't forgive you, for if you have realization of your actions. So those 2 cards made me feel like somebody punishing themselves for past actions. Yes, that's what they're saying. and it's splitting you, because I'm feeling the energy kind of come through me, and then it like splits right through, and it goes both directions outwards. I don't feel whole. I don't feel, I feel exposed and vulnerable. I don't feel like anything that I put my heart into is even solid, or, you know, and that's what I think this obsessive energy is, just going in multiple directions. It's just going out of yourself. And this vessel, this little meat suit that we call you, it needs to hold energy. It needs to vibrate. It needs to have these thoughts and feelings and emotions come through us and work through us. Because I do see, I just saw a life cycle. And it's like, as a kid, just kept trying. And it was like, you know, you fall off your bike and you skin your knee. You still get on the bike, right? And then you learn rollerblading, and then you learn skateboard. And then you're like, you know what? I want to go try bungee jumping now. And then, you know, it's all these things. And it's like, now I want to go off to school. And now I want to go try this relationship. And it was like each thing was an event. It's just a thing. It's a moment in time that comes, and you held these emotional experiences and thoughts and whatever at the time, and then it passed. And so that is exactly what's happening at this very, very moment. And so it is for you to now go back to the butterfly, they say. It's your choice to make life easy or difficult. So in this moment, right, you're going to fire and feel and think. Let it be what you want. But if you're not liking the story that you're telling yourself and it don't feel good, how can we change the complaining to gratitude, to include the solution, so that we can bring about these situations and partnerships and whatever that makes us feel like we can be excited and safe, to be open-hearted and loyal. Because we love to stand for something, especially when you stand for something and your heart is open and you have that golden life force behind it. That's powerful. And so I like that. Do we need to wrap this up? They say, yep, let's just do it. Whatever happened in the past, maybe you did make a bad choice, but did you learn from it? Did you grow? Instead of sitting there and complaining, that's not fair, what about this? It's like, change your words, change the frequency, add some gratitude to it. You just need to have realization of the actions, because, right, you learn there is no real problem that you can't overcome. It's a mindset. Right? So it says quit obsessing, because it's just a mindset. There are opportunities still. There's eggs to be hatched. It's just waiting and letting things come. And it says, whether you're good enough, it says quit obsessing. Whether you're good enough mother, father, family member, right? We all put these roles on us. And so going back to the La La Land scene, it's like, in different roles in each of those relationships. And I think you can have all of the roles fit. You really can. And if it doesn't, just add the solution into the manifestation and let the energy vibrate to where it wants to be, which is protected. And it's protected because it's up to you. You slide the scale of how many lessons, blessings, and things you want, and for your comfort level. So don't stay too close in your comfort level, because really the growth is outside your comfort level. But I'm not saying go out there and throw yourself into something that will traumatize you so that you need to heal from that. No, baby steps, a little bit. Push that boundary a little bit more and more and more and more. And that's what black tourmaline is great for. And it says, choose to live with gratitude, loyalty, and commitment. Stay loyal to your committed heart. That's what they're saying. If you are committed to your heart, the path the path is protected. So that's a beautiful message. We'll leave it there. Ooh, I'm getting lots of chills now. Yeah, loyal heart to yourself. And then you'll bring in all those commitments and community and soul tribe and whatever you want to create. Have a wonderful day, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.